Hello and welcome to the new video. Today we're going to take a look at the new season Shared Skies, which is going to be quite interesting as you're going to have two new news here, which is going to be first Shared Skies in general, like the season overview, and then we're going to have also the Go Battle League season where we're going to have now all the new cups. So we're going to go through it a little bit here. There's some interesting things that you can see. There's also like a trailer which kind of reveals already some interesting things, like we're going to get very likely a raid day for the Mega Rayquaza, which is kind of wild. We see quite a lot of interesting things. We also saw already here the Shadow Lugia coming into raid day. We saw already Melmetal coming in as well, so there's going to be most likely a Melmetal event and quite a lot of interesting Pokemon here, so it's very likely a very hype season. And also, oh look at this, we're going to have the Yveltal coming back in this season, so quite a lot of good Pokemon coming here. And also we're gonna see here already on German, but I don't really need to care about the Germanness there, that we're actually going to have some interesting season bonuses. But you know what, before we go through all the entire site here, where quite a lot of things I kind of listed up already, why not take a look just at the graphics, which going to explain it a little bit better anyway. So what you're gonna see here is we're gonna see the Mars Shadow debut this time around. Of course, it's going to be during the Go Fest, which is going to kind of be mid the way through, but there are quite some interesting things here. So let's go a little bit deeper into that kind of one here. As we're gonna see here, by the way, this graphic is from Galax. Feel free, please, like, go on Twitter and follow them. The link is going to be in the description. Would really appreciate it. Like, they do an awesome update here all the time. Like, it's so great to see all the news better prepared here than Niantic does. So anyway, here we're gonna see the season bonuses. We're going to have one additional special trait each day, which is quite nice actually. Like, I think that's a cool bonus. Higher chance of receiving Candy XL from exploring with your buddy. So if you want to get XL Candy for a certain Pokemon, now it's the time to go walk outside, which is also a decent bonus, and increased XP for the first catch of the day. I don't really care too much about it, but there's going to be a free monthly timed research, which is kind of cool. Here we're going to see that there's going to be a new shiny as well coming up this season, which is going to be also in the research breakthrough, which is kind of cool. Anyway, we're going to have Pokestop showcases, which are going to be held from Saturday to Sunday and Monday and Tuesday every single week throughout the season, which is really cool. Honestly, Pokestop showcases are one of my favorite new features of the game because you can get some free, usually paid items, which is really cool. Here we're going to have different kind of biomes that we have as well, which is going to be like cities where we don't have really anything crazy other than like actually some Stardust Pokemon are available here. Like we have the Trash back there, which is kind of nice. We have the Fungus, which is kind of nice for the forest area, which gives you extra Stardust. Quite some decent ones here. We actually have Excadrill and Mountains, which is kind of a cool spot to be seeing, but like nothing too crazy. The egg pool for this season, I feel like they're always kind of similar. Oh yeah, Vanilluxe is actually already as a shiny, right? I definitely did not know this because this Pokemon barely ever spawns, but I guess in 5 kilometer X you can get the shiny of this Pokemon. Otherwise, looks all kind of the same in my opinion, but 7 kilometer X for Mateo actually have also different ones? That's kind of wild. That is, I didn't even know that this was like a thing, but apparently the Mateo ones have different ones, which is kind of interesting. Didn't know that. Did you know this? Is this something new? Maybe I just completely missed this. But anyway, let's take a look now at the Go Battle League update. This is going to be a little bit more interesting here. As you're going to see the schedule, we're going to have Ultra Premier Cup together with the Great League in the beginning. Both are great cups, to be fair, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. But the issue is, why do they always pick like the great cups during the time periods where we also have Great League available? I'm not too sure about it. Then we have Ultra League and the Summer Cup, which you're gonna take a look at as well. And then we're going to have Master League in the Summer Cup. All leagues available for a few times there as well. And as you're gonna see, like there are 2 weeks back to back, which are going to be a 4 times Stardust for the win rewards, which is always lovely. Like for the Master League periods, it's usually the case. So that's kind of cool. Great League and Master League Premier is coming back. That's kind of nice. A lot of people like Master League Premier Cup. I do like it as well. Great League Remix Cup is one of my favorite cups of them all. So I'm kind of excited for this actually for 2 weeks as well. So that's going to be an exciting period there for sure. Can't wait to do that as well there. We're going to have again 3 leagues at the same time. We have the Fantasy Cup coming back. Honestly, I liked the Fantasy Cup the last time around. Together with the Great League. So you can kind of choose on what you want to build there as well. Fossil Cup Great League Edition 2 times. And then we're going to have an update which I just enjoy quite a bit, and this is ginormous. We have no catch cup that's needed anymore. Thank God. We have basically 2 weeks where all leagues going to be available for the last 2 weeks of the season, and that is just amazing. And also the final week takes a little bit longer as well. So no more Catch Cup that is mandatory to be played. So that is great news for everybody. Catch Cup is gone. it is honestly a pleasure for me to actually not having to do any content towards this cup anymore, because it was a pain always. Like, this was always like, as a content creator, this was the week you were not looking forward to. But anyway, let's take a look at the different kind of things here that's coming up still, like the cups and whatever, what the rules are for them. Here we're going to have the Go Battle League event here, Go Battle Week actually, from Friday till Tuesday. We're going to have the double amount of sets here, I think. No, actually, 20 sets? That's kind of wild. That is kind of wild. From 5 to 20 for so long. From Friday... Oh, okay, Friday midnight till, like... That is quite a long time, right? So there are quite a lot of bonuses that they're gonna get from this. I'm kind of stunned by this because that's quite a lot. But I guess it's the only event that's coming up, so that's most likely why that is like so impactful. I think this is during the World Championships anyway. That's most likely why this is so long, and that's why it's also so big, but that does make a lot of sense. But that is kind of interesting. So yeah, you can also encounter like different kind of Pokemon. Like here again, this last thing means that you don't have the 10-10-10 split, which you usually have. So that is kind of mad. Here we're going to see the encounters. Nothing too crazy for this one. Jangmo-o eventually going to be shiny as well, so that's going to be a cool one to at least encounter, like potential shiny, of course. Nothing too crazy here anyway. We're going to have the research pass again. I don't think most likely there's nothing that changed really. Yeah, there's nothing really changed. I really hope that they finally make an actual research pass where it's not like just like win 500 games or whatever. That would be cool. Inspired season pose here. This is usually animated, but I don't know really what it's going to be doing. But you're gonna get like a wig here, which is kind of hilarious, and the entire outfit from this one, which does make sense. Like this character from Sun and Moon games. So with the current season theme anyway, that does make quite a lot of sense. Ultra Mega Cup. Of course, we're going to see here that no mythical Pokemon, Ultra Beast, or legendary Pokemon are available. Summer Cup, normal, fire, water, grass, electric, and bug type Pokemon are allowed. That's quite interesting. I think usually some Pokemon got banned in this cup. This time around, apparently not. And that's going to be an interesting cup for sure. It was usually one of the better cups, so I'm kind of excited because quite a lot of Pokemon are available. But one thing for this cup is usually it is a Vigoroth cup. If you take a look at the Pokemon that are available here, against all of them, counter is kind of neutral other than bug, and for bug types, which nobody uses anyway, we have Rock Slide for it, so Vigoroth going to dominate this one. Master Premier again, same, no legendary Pokemon for this one. Let's see what is actually banned for the Great League Remix Cup. Wigglytuff is banned, that's kind of nice. Vigoroth, Medicham is still banned, which is kind of interesting because this Pokemon is not really around anymore. We're gonna see Feraligatr being banned, which is a new thing, which was like good last season, but like apparently this Pokemon got banned. Whiscash got banned. Honestly, I feel like usually I'm like, okay, there are a lot of Pokemon that I don't really understand why they got banned from, like, yeah, it's based on usage, but also because the season doesn't change too much. I think this is actually a great list of Pokemon that are getting banned. I think this is actually a very accurate one, so I'm excited for this one. I think that's a cool one, especially that Annihilate is finally banned as well, which was not the case prior. I'm excited for this. I think that's going to be a great cup to be played in, the Great League Remix Cup. Fantasy Cup, a Dragon Steel and Fairy type Pokemon. I enjoyed this one quite a bit as well. It was a little bit of a weird one, but Pokemon like Flygon or Turtonite are going to be very solid here. Fossil Cup, Water, Rock, and Steel type Pokemon. That was also still kind of okay, to be fair. Like, it was not like my favorite one, but like it was still playable. And that's basically it. Here we're going to have the attack changes. I already made videos about this one, but make sure that those attack changes, I think it's only for the ones where like they change the actual things that like happening in the trainer battles, because there's a tournament going on, I think, in the start of June, and they don't really want to interrupt this one. This is gonna be live at 10 AM on June 3rd, which means that basically for the weekend where we're going to have the new season, Scald is still debuffing the same, Spark is still doing the same damage, Seed Bomb is still kind of lower, and Swift is still completely garbage. So just make sure that you're aware of this. Like, those changes are going to be happening on a Monday, not on the Saturday where actually the league changes. Those attack availability updates, though, should be already happening on Saturday, because for the Play Pokemon tournament, it doesn't matter. Those would not be allowed anyway. But of course, for like, if people want to use Pokemon that has Swift or like Seed Bomb or Spark and Scald, they cannot really undo it for that kind of area. But here, only the Pokemon that got new attacks, those are going to be available already. Already made a video about it, so I don't really have to talk too much about it, but like, best Pokemon here, Typhlosion most likely, Scrafty could be interesting, Low Kicks for sure, Sid Titan for sure. I'm not gonna say this one, I think it's the Tuttle. I think it is not Setoodle. I always say Setoodle because it sounds better, to be fair, in my opinion, but Setoddle it is. We have Naganadel, doesn't really matter. Clefable could be cool with Swift. We don't know the energy yet of Swift, though. Wigglytuff can be also very good with Swift, but we don't know the energy. Ursaluna and Ursaring have some potential as well, and here maybe Swoobat is a little bit funnier with Fly, but anyway, like this is going to be it for this one. Here again, we're going to have a great graphics from Galax again that is kind of showcasing it all a little bit more. You see that I'm not going to, get rid of most of it here. This is going to show you kind of what is going to happen for the season. Definitely an interesting update. Move update is always kind of poor towards the season where we have the World Championship, but I'm very excited for the next season of Go Battle League, so definitely stay tuned for that as well, and I hope I see you then. Bye bye.